We're joined by Grace College head coach Dan Davis, his team here at the University of Rio Grande to take on Pikeville in the first round of the NAIA Women's Basketball Championship. And Coach, just talk about your season and the experience of advancing to this level and having a chance to still play.
Oh, man, yeah, you kind of remind the girls every time, right? Hey, you're one of 64 teams left at our level, and that's a big deal. And obviously, we're super excited. Rio's been a phenomenal host already. Just the way they've welcomed us, the history in this gym and everything's been really neat from the banquet. And for our girls, it's just given us a nice experience, first class. As probably most of you might know, we've been around 47 years, and it's our first time we've ever been to the NAIA tournament. So it's a big deal. Our girls, they're excited, but at the same time, they're ready to play. They're not just satisfied for making it. They know you got 4 really quality teams here, and every team, could win both games in advance. So we're ready to go too.
When you started this journey,
yeah.
Did you think you had the type of team that could be here on this date getting ready to play?
Yeah, 100%. It's our 5th year being here, and just, you take year to year, brick by brick, and you build it and you develop it. And we felt last year, we kind of felt like we're getting there, kind of a little bit on the verge of it, so to speak. We knew we were knocking on that door. I think last year's experiences, some of the losses we had, and different things that you grow through, it kind of aged us, and it got us to the point where, okay, we know we can do it and we can make it. And I just think it's through maturity. And then this year, our team, it's definitely been at the top of their list as something that they wanted to do was this year was getting this tournament. And then, once you get in it, it's anybody's ball game. So, yeah, most definitely.
Talk about your team in terms of personnel. I know you got Maddie Ryman on the perimeter, and you got a pretty nice post player in Carly Phillips.
No, definitely everything goes through those two first and foremost. Everybody knows that. I mean, Maddie was our first recruit we ever signed. She's a local product out of Warsaw High School, and you talk about a young lady. It tells you what I know. I thought she might not play much till her junior year, and then her junior year she's an honorable mention All-American, and she's just kind of been a standard for our program, to be honest, in so many ways, on the court and off the court. She just brings great leadership, but the competitiveness. I mean, there's no tougher player than her. She's going to compete every day, practice games. She just really sets the tone for us, and she's been huge in this program. And then Carly, in her short time at Grace, transferring in her 2 years, she's been a very dominant player. And the thing about her, again, just her progression from last year to this year. She was up for Player of the Year in the league and was the Defensive Player of the Year, and everything runs through her as far as that offensive end. You play through a big like that, and she's really taken on that challenge. She's a young lady. Every night's going to face double teams, triple teams, and she's an unselfish player. And the thing of having somebody like her and what she brings every day, she can change the game in so many ways. It's not just scoring. Rebound, defense. Just somebody in the paint on both ends that a lot of our other girls can play off of.
What's your impressions of your opponent tonight, Pikeville?
Oh, man, very, very good team, obviously. 19 in the nation. You got 3 graduate seniors out there. That tells you something there. So a veteran team, a team that knows how to win, a team that's played in big games, a team that's been in the tournament, a team that's in, what we all probably would consider, right, the top league in the nation, with 6 teams getting in. And so, they're battle-tested. Cliff does a great job, obviously, and everything. So nothing but the respect for them. And, we know we got our hands full, and we got to be ready to play tonight.
They come out of a pretty good conference, but so do you guys.
No, we do. You're right about that. We look at it, and we try to, knowing, like you kind of earlier question, to build to this season. We played Carroll out of Montana, who's one of the top 10 teams. You're playing Wesleyan and Marion, 4 times, and then Marion, in regular season, and Marion in the semifinals, and then we played Midway. So you got to be battle tested to get into these games. And you're right, our league, top to bottom, is really tough too, and it is there's no doubt it's prepared us, coming into this game. And, we always have a saying, do what we do, and I'm a big believer that in this sport, it comes down to doing what we do, and playing the way we want to play from an offense and defensive standpoint. Can you take some things away, win the boards, right? I mean, rebound, get it to the paint, So little things like that, I think when it comes to games like that, it's going to come down to teams executing, doing their stuff. And, I know defense and rebound and win is huge. And then you got to make some shots. I mean, we all know that. You got to make some shots, when they need to be made.
Coach, we're happy to have you. Good luck tonight.
Excited to be here, man. Go Lancers.